Hello, hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back. All right, if you're watching this after the live stream, just letting you know that timestamps are going to be down below in the description box. So you could take a look at that. So you could take a look at the signs or the timestamps that are down below. This is a two-part series. So part one is the fire signs and earth signs. And then this is the part two, which is the air signs and the water signs. Okay. All right. Let me just get myself ready here. Make sure you guys can hear me. Okay. You guys can hear me. All righty. All right, so for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonial, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below, as well as my credentials. If you're interested in a private recorded reading, if you want to know more about my Patreon platforms, or a platform, or if you want to know more about my exclusive content messages that I have on my Patreon shop for $9.99, just take a look at that. All that information is down below, as well as the links. That being said, today, for those of you who are watching, my subscribers, welcome. I'm not doing the readings today for the topics. Usually that's what I do with you guys, but today I'm just going to be focusing on the couple readings. Okay, so couple, partner, soulmate messages. Right now I'm going to be focusing on the air and water signs. As I said before, the fire signs as well as earth signs are in part one, so you could take a look at that as well. As I said, my credentials are down below. If you're interested for a private reading, that information is down below. And if you want to maximize the messages that you can get here on my channel, then take a look at the Cafe Astrology, which is a free astrology birth chart report that could give you preliminary information in regards to where you have certain placements on your astrological natal chart. Now, that is totally free, and I am not connected or affiliated at all to Cafe Astrology. I'm just sharing a resource or a tool for you, for those of you who are interested in that information. Now, if you know your exact time of birth, it'd be great because you get more precise information. But if you don't know the time of your birth, then no worries. You could still get information. It just won't be as you won't have as many placements like your rising, your midheaven, things like that. You do need your exact time. Okay. Legal disclaimer here. Hello, Nana. How are you, my dear? Today, the legal disclaimer is as the legal disclaimer is as follows. Remember, readings should never replace professional, licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice, or professional, licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment use only and are not replacements for getting licensed medical, professional, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. Okay, just so you know, today I'm not going to be channeling individual messages for you, but I will be channeling messages for the couple, partner, and soulmate messages. Okay, so I will be actually, I think I made a mistake there. I wrote the wrong. Yeah, it's not Aries. I just saw that I just posted the wrong. Hello, Nana. I just saw that I posted the wrong emojis. I mean, the wrong symbols there. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay. Now, if you're interested in part one, I do have Libra, Leo. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. I have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, so you guys could take a look at that in part 1. All right, enough said. Let us jump into the reading. And we're going to start with Gemini. So Gemini, if you are in a connection, then these messages are for you. Hi Gemini, and welcome back to my channel. Whether you are a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Gemini may show up on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are not only for you, but also for your partner, twin flame, soulmate, significant other, spouse, however you may classify or title your connection. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonial, my credentials, scheduling a private recorded reading, or if you're interested in learning more about my affordable Tier 1, Tier 2 memberships on my Patreon platform, then take a look down below in the description box. And for those of you who are interested in weekly pick a card readings, as well as zodiac messages, I have that $9.99 on my Patreon shop. Just take a look down below in the description box, okay? That being said, Gemini, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on potential challenges here, okay? Challenges, blockages, obstacles that you may potentially see or encounter mid-May through mid-June. And then we're going to take a look at potential ways that you can overcome those challenges, obstacles, delays, or challenges between mid-May and mid-June, okay? All right, let's take a look here at the potential challenges, blockages, or delays that you and your significant other may encounter mid-May through mid-June, okay? Now, if you are single, no worries. I will be doing a similar reading for the singles collective. Probably chances are it'll be tomorrow or this weekend. All right, just keep tuned in. Okay, Gemini, let's see what's coming through for you and your partner, you and your significant other. You have today for tomorrow. Very interesting. I want to say there was, 2. Interesting. You have 2 people here and 2 people here. I mean, very Gemini, don't you think? I think so. All right. So today for tomorrow, I feel here that the potential challenges, blockages, obstacles that may be coming in your direction with you and your partner. Okay, both of you could be worrying or focusing here too much about either the past or focusing too much in regards to the future. So being a little bit kind of worried about either way, either worried about something from the past or recent past that it may reoccur, that, something isn't coming to plan or it's not coming at the right speed, or, or there's this energy here about worrying about the future. Okay, so there's this kind of like worrying about the past, worrying about the future, but not being fully present in this moment in time. Okay, now what's interesting is that you have 2 cards here that are focusing not only on 2 people, very Gemini energy, but also you have the number 5 and the number 5. You have the number 32 here on this card. Look, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. And you also have the number 14. 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. I mean, talk about sign symbol synchronicities. So very, very Gemini-esque type of energy. Well, I'm also feeling here, especially with hiding your true self, that then you and your significant other, either individually or together as a couple, may feel a little bit out of either alignment, or you might not feel very grounded here due to either the worrying about too much worrying about the past, or too much worrying about what could happen, or what is to come in the near future. Okay, so I feel that type of worrying here may create between the both of you here a little feeling of not feeling either very stable in something, or in an aspect either of your personal life individually or together as a couple. Now, for some of you may say, well, why are you talking about individual energy if we're talking about both of us? And the reason why I'm saying this is because whatever affects one partner affects the other one, especially when you are in a connection, in a relationship. Okay. So even if one person is going through some type of individual personal growth or development, or situation, circumstance, or event, it is very likely that the partner will also encounter some type of energetic shift along with their partner. So that's why I'm getting here, whether this is individually or together, there's a sense here of feeling like either something needs to be more grounded or more stable here. And I feel it has a lot to do with this worrying. Okay. What I'm also getting here in regards to the both of you is that there could be here this energy, Gemini, where there is this sense of losing hope about something. It's as if I'm kind of getting like you may be like either too much in your head, either individually or as a couple. Who knows? Maybe you and your partner are both air signs in some way, shape, or form. Also, that could be very interesting here as well. But however this may resonate for you, there's this energy here about hope, like losing hope about something due to, again, like there's the sense here. You have Rose here that just came up in regards to something within the connection. Now you do have Rose here. It says romance is in the air. And it's very interesting, Gemini, because I want to say Taurus had this card in their spread, which is very interesting because now with the sense of romance in the air, it's coming across as maybe you and your partner worrying about things that have yet to transpire, or haven't even happened. It's like you're kind of worrying a lot about something that hasn't even shown itself, or it's more like a worry, a concern. It's like a preemptive type of energy, and I feel it may be connected to your connection. Okay, so it may be here something within your connection. Yeah, it's like worrying about something that doesn't really need to be worried about at that moment in time. And what do you have here? Scales. Okay, scales. It says keep your life in balance. And talk about validation, confirmation. Another card showing two scales, two people, 5. Sign, symbol, synchronicities. This could also be something here that there's some type of worrying or concern or preoccupation in the near future, meaning mid May and mid June here, Gemini, where it may cause, or both of you may feel, like I said before, not balanced or not grounded here. Again, this is kind of a way reminding you here to keep your love connection or matters of romance in balance. So there could be here some type of, maybe it could be a busy season here for some of you, mid-May through mid-June. There could be other responsibilities or tasks coming in your direction, whether it's mid-May or mid-June, that can feel as if the attention is being in a way, diverted into many responsibilities or different directions. So it's coming across here as that type of needing to be mindful of how to approach something here, either of a busy season or how to juggle or multitask either something within the connection or externally, meaning responsibilities as well. All right, let's see what else is coming through. You have here February, you have Pisces, okay? So Pisces, and it's funny because it says Pisces, but also in February is Aquarius. Maybe there is here some type of connection, because remember, you have here scales. So some of you, remember I said this at the top of the reading, some of you have or have a relationship, or you are in a relationship here with another person who is also an air sign, whether that be in their sun, moon, rising, Venus, it could be in their Juno, it could be in their 5th or 7th house of relationships and partnerships. But that could be the case here for some of you. For others of you, you have Pisces, which is water. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces could be something connected to that here in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's that your partner could be an air sign or a water sign in their sun, moon, rising, Venus, Juno, 7th or 5th house houses, which focus on connections and partnerships. So let's take a look here at what else is coming through in regards to how to sidestep this energy, or how to overcome these potential situation, circumstance, events, or challenges. All right, let's see what else is coming through. All right, so you have here unrequited love and deception. All right, no worries. You're probably saying, oh my gosh, that doesn't sound so good. Well, don't worry about it, because this is what this is saying. In order for both you and your partner, and it's interesting because remember, you have 2 here. You have 2, 2, 2, and you have 2 5s. So 5s are all about challenges. They're all about changes, and they're all about shifts. In order to avoid a type of energy here, Gemini, where you and your partner may feel as if things are kind of losing passion or losing steam, it is very important to acknowledge both of your feelings, emotions, for you to be able to feel comfortable in sharing the vulnerability of what you are thinking and you are feeling. Because deception here says someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Now, this could be the false mask of feeling inadequate or feeling insecure in regards to sharing something that may expose either a certain vulnerability, expose a certain concern or fear or worry. Remember, at the top of your reading, I mentioned how today for tomorrow is giving me this energy of being too preoccupied either about the past or being too preoccupied about what could happen in the near future. Okay, so this worrying or this preoccupation that may be going around and around and around in your mind, Gemini, or in your partner's mind or emotions may create this sense of like not really talking about those feelings or those energies that either one of you can feel. And I feel that this has a lot to do with your romance. Okay, so whether it's that you're worrying about how to move things forward, or to have a higher level of commitment, or whether it is that you already are in a connection where there is this higher level of commitment, and how to balance both your personal love life as well as your either work or career life, or responsibilities with family and things of that nature, maybe even your own personal journey. So again, there are 2 things here weighing the pros and the cons. So this is basically saying here that in order for you to get over this energy over here, there has to be this energy or this discussion or this kind of looking at how can you validate each other's emotions or feelings, and how can you support each other's vulnerabilities. So there isn't this energy here of trying to either downplay a concern or not speak about a concern. Okay. All right. So don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe here to the channel. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm sorry, because I'm a little, there we go. Just making sure. There we go. Sorry, it's just there we go. All right. Just making sure my feed is still right. All right, let's take a look here, Gemini. How else can you sidestep this energy? Not just you and your partner. So how can you overcome these potential obstacles, challenges, or blockages. So very interesting here because everything is like very much connected here in this reading. And we take a look here. You have the Hermit in Tarot with the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Look, in the Fool card here, some of you are worried about the next step in your connection. Okay. And I feel that that's what this is about. I feel that this obstacle, challenge, or blockage could be very much about the next step, the next level, or the next action in something. So for some of you, you've been in a connection for a very long time. So it's like, what is the next chapter? What are we gonna, embark on next? Okay, and there's a little bit of anxiety of that. For others of you who have been in the connection, like very like just like an early connection or not as much, or if you are just friends, and or if you have been exclusively dating but now you're ready for the next level of commitment, there's this feeling here of that anxiety of like what's coming up next. So the Hermit card in Tarot is ruled by Virgo, and the Hermit is all about that soul searching. So again, this soul searching is going to help both you and your partner. The soul searching is going to help you and your partner overcome these areas right here, because the more you soul search, the more you're able to identify what are those feelings that are either you're masking or your partner is masking. And by the way, another card where we have the number 2. So you have 2, 4, 6 here. For some of you, that may be a sign symbol synchronicity here. But again, there is this energy here of looking and soul searching. And at the same time, that soul searching here kind of really identifying what is causing this sense of not wanting to share certain vulnerabilities or certain things that may be in the back of your mind. Okay. So for some of you, it's leveling up the connection. And for others of you, it could be a next step or a next chapter. You do have here the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles is saying here to you, Gemini, and your partner, that is very important for both of you to work together as a team. The more that you work together as a team, the more that there is, I should say, the less of a chance there is in some type of misunderstanding. Okay. A misunderstanding, or there's this sense of like, kind of like in a way, creating a barrier between you and your partner. So this is talking about the more you're able to share with one another that which you are not feeling very comfortable in either admitting to yourself or maybe even sharing with your partner, it's going to allow both of you to be able to work as a team. Okay. So you need to kind of, in a way, bring down the emotional mask or the mental mask, or however that may resonate for you, and be able to really look at those aspects within the connection. What is it within the connection that either hasn't been spoken, or if it has been spoken, how are both of you working together to find some type of resolution or to find some type of compromise here with the Three of Pentacles? Three of Pentacles could also be working together for a compromise. Whatever this may be, just letting you know that these two cards here are earth energy, okay? So earth energy is practical. Earth energy is stable. Earth energy is grounded, which is exactly what I mentioned at the top of the reading as this being a potential situation, circumstance, event, delay, or challenge that you may be experiencing mid-May through mid-June. Like something's not feeling quite grounded. And this is talking about, in order for this to feel more grounded, there needs to be here a sense of being able to talk to each other and to really soul search with yourselves first, and then bring it out into the open, so that there is this sense of teamwork happening here. So there's clarity. I'm getting a lot having to do with vulnerabilities. Okay. So being hesitant to say something, or hesitant of maybe your needs or your desires here. All right, let's take a look Hello, the Czar. Welcome to the channel again. We have Nana and the Czar. I want to welcome both of you. All right, let's take a look. Well, listen, we're in Gemini now. The next sign is going to be Libra. After Libra, we have Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Okay, so for those of you who are waiting for, I mean, I know Nana is Gemini. Nana is a Gemini. All right, let's see what advice do we have here, Gemini, both for you and your significant other, your twin flame soulmate partner, however you may. Oh, look at this. You have profound healing. However you may title your connection, you have profound healing. Look at this. You're entering a period of deep soul restoration. Remember that I was talking about that soul searching here with the Hermit card and Tarot. So it says here, you're entering a period of deep soul restoration where many buried emotions and wounds are being brought to the surface. Remember, I talked about that here. Thinking too much about the past and what happened in the past and what's been said or what's been done or too much about the past, and then that creating an anxiety of too much about looking into the future and not really being focused on the present. Wow. Yeah, and that energy creating some type of instability here with the root chakra here with that red sign. So wow, very interesting. Very similar here. It says multiple transformations are weaving through your life, both of you, through your lives. Release resistance. Okay? And allow these transformations to permeate every cell of your being. Only in full acceptance does true recovery begin. Okay? So really being able to embrace the fact that the vulnerabilities that are being felt or being experienced within, okay, yourselves, okay, individually, needs to be taken a look at so that both of you can talk about it and both of you can work with each other in order to overcome whatever level of insecurity or vulnerabilities. Because through healing, okay, through healing these insecurities, are you able to allow your partner to come in, right? To be fully present in your situation, circumstance, or event, in your own level of concern or stress, or things that you want to talk about, but you're scared that you don't want to mention because you don't know what your partner will think, or vice versa. Your partner may be thinking the same with you. So there you go. There is that energy here of that romance, that love, that kind of like, I'm also getting here kind of like being very hesitant to show the next step or the deeper layer of certain vulnerabilities that could be even connected to a past or recent past that's not connected to this connection at all. So there could be those self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs that have been there for quite some time. Okay. Gemini, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, a like, a share, or a subscribe. And I hope to see you soon. Up next, we have Libra. Libra is up next. While I am placing these cards back into the deck, I do want to mention to each and every one of you, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, or subscribe. Please share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls with your friends, family, loved ones. Let's make let's get to our next milestone, and that milestone being 2K. All right, let's get to that 2K. All righty. Wow, that was a very, very interesting message there for Gemini. So Gemini, you have a lot there. You could also take a look at your partner's reading. You could look at your partner's reading by looking at the messages. The messages throughout the, through the lives. But also, if you don't know your Venus, or if you don't know your partner's Venus sign, which by the way is important, They're important, different important things there, but Venus could tell you a lot about how the person connects in their connections. Okay, so if you want to know more about that, there is a free site called Cafe Astrology. I put the link in the chat box as well as down below in the description box. And if you're just interested to see what your placements are on your astrological natal chart, then just go there. I have no affiliation and no connection. Team Libra. I just saw the czar say Team Libra. So I have no affiliation or no connection here with Cafe Astrology. But I will say this: I have used their astrology report, and it's very, very accurate. And it's all free, believe it or not. Okay, so take a look at that. I put the link. If you know, listen, if you don't know the time you were born, it's okay. You're still going to get something out of that free astrology report. But if you do know the exact time you were born and you are positively sure that that is the exact time, then you will even get more messages as well. Okay, like your Juno. Juno is another important placement. But anyway, let's start with Libra. Okay, let's see. Libra, you are up next. Hi Libra, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Libra may show up on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you and for your significant other, twin flame, soulmate, couple, spouse, however you may title your connection or your partnership, whether you are a seasoned couple or whether you are a starting couple. These messages are both for you, Libra, and your significant other. That being said, for those of you who are here, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonial, my credentials, or if you're interested in scheduling a private recorded reading, or if you are interested in finding out more about my Patreon platforms, then take a look down below in the description box. And I also have exclusive content messages as well. Okay, Ashu, welcome, Ashu. I do have yeah, I have a single exclusive bonus content messages, okay, on my Patreon shop. Okay, so I have weekly pick a card readings, for $9.99. So for those of you that are interested, please feel free to take a look at that on my Patreon shop. That being said, what am I doing today? Well, I am channeling messages focusing on the potential obstacles, challenges, blockages that may be potentially coming up mid-May through mid-June between you and, within your connection. Okay, and then I'm going to take a look at how you can overcome those potential challenges, blockages, and of course I will have advice for the both of you. Okay, so this is a mutual reading for you and your partner. All right, Libra, let's take a look here. What are the potential obstacles, challenges, blockages that may potentially be coming up mid-May through mid-June? All right, Libra, we have atonement. Okay. Atonement. You also have here envious gluttony. I'll take that out, but okay. So atonement. Here we go. So you see this person here with all these swords on their back. Okay. And this person, I'm going to place it right here. And this person is looking at their at my left-hand side, which is the past or recent past. Okay. So what I'm getting here between you, Libra, and your significant other, the potential blockages or challenges that may be coming your way, is whether this is individually, meaning you, Libra, or your partner, or both of you together as a couple. There's something here that either both of you may have experienced either together in your connection, okay? Some type of situation, circumstance, event, issues, arguments within your connection, if you've been in a seasoned connection, or there could be something here individually, meaning you, Libra, worrying too much about what may have happened in a past connection that has nothing or no bearing to your current connection, but you're thinking about those wounds, you're thinking about those situations, circumstances, events, maybe breakup, separation, or divorce. If it's not you, Libra, this could be your partner. Your partner could be thinking about or having these kind of like memories here of a situation, circumstance, or event that was very difficult to deal with at one particular point in time. Now, of course, if this is not a season connection, then of course this could be from a prior connection. If you, Libra, and your partner are a seasoned connection, you've been together for quite some time, this could be residual energies and arguments about things that both of you had spoken about, and had arguments about, and had situations about in the past or recent past, and that kind of resurfacing. For those of you who this may be happening individually, this could be either a breakup, separation, or divorce from your past or recent past, and the residual memories and just energies of that may be resurfacing in your connection mid-May through mid-June. Okay, so those are like kind of like fears, kind of like concerns. Okay, you also have here envious gluttony. Okay, and what I'm getting here with envious gluttony is that there may be here some type of a lot of suppressed or repressed suppressed emotions. Okay, so there could be here some situation, circumstance, or event in mid-May through mid-June where either you, Libra, or your partner may get into your own head a little bit too much. So much so that it could create some type of obstacles, challenges, or blockages between the both of you or within your connection. This could be maybe even just residual energies or thoughts about a a lack of transparency that either one of you or both of you may have experienced, whether you experienced that with each other or whether you may have experienced some type of lack of transparency, deception, cheating, anything that felt a little bit kind of being backstabbed in some way, shape, or form, or the energies of that. Either one of you or both of you may be thinking about that or feeling the residual energies of that within your connection. Now, this could be a trigger. This could be something here within the connection that triggers this repressed emotion or these repressed memories, as if like when someone is like afraid that what happens in the past can happen again in the present or in the near future. That's how this is coming across. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you, Libra, and your partner. What are some potential blockages, obstacles, or challenges? I'm sorry, I was doing this reading earlier, so I'm tripping over my words at this point. But let's take a look here. Libra, you and your partner. Let's get more clarity on the situation or the potential situation here. You have here wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to rumble aimlessly. Exactly what I was talking about, the wheel. There could be something here coming up mid-May through mid-June. Okay, Libra? Again, this could be individually or this could be together as a couple, where all of a sudden something feels off because of the memories of the past. There's this sense of like residual energy resurfacing or rolling back into either your mind or your partner's mind. Again, if you guys have been together for quite some time, it could be the residual energy of a past argument, of a past discussion, of a past time where things got really difficult emotionally or mentally for both of you within the connection. For others of you, if there isn't that past history, this is talking about you wheeling the wheeling of the mind. You're thinking a lot about something, because it's based out of a fear. It's based out of, I don't want this to happen to me again in my connection, or I don't want this to happen again in this connection. Okay. So that's where wheel is coming across. And it may cause here a sense of indecisiveness, not because you are indecisive, but because the residual repressed emotions here of something that was very difficult, either for both of you or one of you, may resurface and may create this kind of like eight of, I'm getting here, I'm seeing like the eight of, or the nine of, the eight or the nine of swords. If you know anything about tarot, you know that the nine of swords is just feeling stuck in this recycling energy of fear and worry and stress, and you know, kind of like thinking about like the worst case scenario. And the eight of swords is you placing yourself in that type of stuck energy willingly because of your repressed fears or your repressed memories from something that you haven't fully healed or you thought you healed from, and it may resurface in some other way. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through here, Libra, for you and your partner, potential situation, circumstance, or event here. You have vase, secret admirer. I feel here that there's going to be a lot of emotions here between you and your partner. Okay. Doesn't matter if you've been together for a long time, a little bit of time, or however amount of time. I feel that there's emotions being repressed due to past situations, circumstances, or events, or residual energies. The secret admirer is you feeling a lot more than what you're telling your partner about maybe your deep-seated emotions in regards to the connection, or your partner feeling a lot more than what they are letting on. So it's either one of you or both of you feeling a lot more passion or reignited passion with each other, but not allowing yourselves to move in the direction of kind of like not allowing yourself to like move with the flow, because you're kind of like you're afraid for a shoe to drop, even though there isn't a shoe to drop. You know what I mean? That's what this is coming across as. It's very interesting because Taurus had that same energy, by the way. Now that I just thought about that, I'm like, Taurus had the same similar energy in their reading. Okay, let's see what this is about. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths of opening up. What did I tell you? There's this energy here of like maybe you and your partner wanting more, okay, within your connection, feeling more, desiring more, maybe heading into a new direction, maybe even ascending your connection to a higher level of commitment from like casual seeing each other to feeling more deeply. For those of you who are already in an exclusive relationship, from exclusive relationship to something more even more serious or more exclusive, kind of talking about the future. And for those of you who have been, you know, with each other for quite a long time, this is coming across as like a new level within the connection. So there's this sense here of getting caught up in the head, and you and your partner may be getting caught up in your head because there's some new either opportunities coming, there's like a new breath of fresh air being experienced, there could be a brand new topic that's being discussed, that it's creating this sense of like, you know, am I ready, am I not, you know, do I really want to, you know, go to the next step in whatever that next step may be. For some of you, again, this is a general reading, so it could be different for different people, but I'm definitely getting here this kind of like, you know, I feel a whole lot more than what I am able to express or share, due to a fear that I have, or that, you know, like you or your partner may have here in regards to a past connection or a past experience. Okay. So there's, you know, there's just a lot of emotions there. things opening up for the both of you also. So there could be here just maybe a new venture. Maybe it's relocation for some of you. For others of you, it's again, it's a new opportunity, a new possibility that may be coming up mid June. I'm sorry, mid May through mid June. And that newness of that next level of whatever it may be for you, it's causing some type of anxiety or stress in your mind or in your emotions. Let's see how you and your partner can overcome this energy here, Libra. And we have here, there you go, heart-to-heart conversation, being very honest about what you are thinking, being very honest with each other about what you're feeling, not keeping it a secret. Because the secret part here, whether it's, secretly being, scared about something, secretly not wanting to share vulnerabilities, secretly having more emotions than what are being discussed, secretly wanting, not looking at something from a perspective that maybe your partner is looking at it from. However, this may be, this secret here needs to be released by having that heart-to-heart conversation. So an honest discussion, it says, honestly discuss feelings with each other. And again, validation confirmation, because I was getting that this vase had a lot to do with emotions. It could even be something as maybe something that was said or done in the past or recent past, where one of you has held on to either the words, the actions, and it's that residual energy that's being suppressed or repressed. And it's time, in mid May through mid June, where it's time to get it off the chest. It's time to start talking about it so that there could be either a new energy between the both of you, or at least a resolution here met on the part of the person who may feel a little bit out of sorts. Look at that. You have passion. And look at that. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Again, there's this feeling here of, how can you overcome this energy right here? Again, through having heartfelt conversations, being very honest about the vulnerabilities that are being felt, and allowing your soul and your heart, which is the yin energy, to in a way guide whatever these situations, circumstances, or events may be within this connection. So very, very interesting, very, very beautiful here, Libra. Let's take a look at what else is coming through here for you and your partner. All right. Listen, you got the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Three of Pentacles is teamwork. The more that you and your partner talk about the things that are uncomfortable, the things that you are hoping, wishing, desiring, what you are honestly feeling about, maybe, something could come up and it's like, listen, it's not, it's not you, it's me. The more that you and your partner work together as a team, the more that both of you are going to continue to invest in the connection. Because as you see here, Pentacles energy is about about investment. So both of you feel that this is a connection worth investing, as long as both of you are working together as a team. Let's take a look at the next card, and then of course I'm going to give you advice, and then we're going to go to the next sign, and that would be Aquarius. Okay, let's take a look here at the next card. How can you overcome this energy? There you go, Ace of Pentacles. Both of you are invested. Both of you are really looking for this new, for some of you, it could be a new goal within the connection. For others of you, you feel like a brand new beginning. And again, this mentions it here with the archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So you guys have a really, really good opening here for more passion. Okay, a new beginning here to continue to invest in heart-to-heart conversations, so that there could be a continued energy here of a long, by the way, Ace of Pentacles, great energy, because it's long lasting. This is long term. So this is looking at the connection, not in the eyes of short term, but rather, what do we need to do as a couple to place our, the proper patience, determination, focus, and consistency in the connection, so we get to do this. The passion, the reignited passion, the heart-to-heart conversation, the teamwork. Okay, you guys both have pentacles. Pentacles energy is it's slow moving, so it's going to take time. It's not going to be overnight, I'll tell you that. Okay, Libra, so this is going to take some time, but it's going to be well worth the wait. Okay, so let's take a look here at what else is coming through. Let's see the advice here for you, Libra and your partner. Libra and your partner. Let's take a look here. What is the advice for Libra and their partner? Mid-May through mid-June. And we have here infinite. Wow. What did I tell you, Libra? I told you this was a beautiful reading. This right here is really nice. And it's, like I said, long-lasting. Pentacles energy, long-term. Wow. Well, guess what? Here you go. Infinite. The possibilities are infinite here for you and your person, your partner. You both are being called to recognize your unconstrained potential. Remember that I told you here, there's a fear about something that may have happened in the past or recent past, and that repressed fear may be causing some sense of blockage, challenge, obstacle, situation, circumstance, event that it's causing or creating that sense of either indecisiveness or not allowing things to roll and flow. Basically the same thing I said, but let's see here. Okay, do not allow fixed thinking to limit your vision. Break free and accept the unexpected opportunities in life, for your future is filled with infinite possibilities. I mean, validation, confirmation here, Libra. Beautiful message for both you and your partner. Libra, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Aquarius. For those of you who are, hold on one second. This is upside down here. What's going on? Okay, here we go. For those of you who are watching, I want to welcome each and every one of you. Hello, hello. How are you all? Thank you so much, Alicia, for stopping by. Ashu, the Czar. Nana, thank you all so much for your loving support. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, of course, to the channel. For those of you who are visiting for the first time, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonial, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is there for you to see. All right. Let's take a look here. Up next, we have Aquarius. Aquarius, you are up next. And remember, today we're just taking a look here at potential blockages or challenges that may be coming up in the near future. Okay. So, and how to kind of pivot from that. How to go in the other direction, how to unify the connection. All right. All right. Let's take a look here at Aquarius. You are up next. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome back to my channel. Whether you are in Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Aquarius may show up on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today, Aquarius, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what potential blockages, challenges, obstacles, delays may potentially come through here between mid-May through mid-June. And of course, I'm going to channel messages focusing on how you can overcome those challenges. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonial, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box and click on those credentials link. I also have a Patreon platform as well as a Patreon shop for those of you who are interested in purchasing exclusive content messages. It's in the Patreon shop. Okay, that being said, let's take a look here, Aquarius. By the way, Aquarius, please stay to the end of the reading because I do have advice for both you and your partner. Okay. All right, let's take a look here, whether this is a seasoned connection or whether this is a connection that is just starting. These messages are for you. All right, let's take a look here, Aquarius. What's coming in as a potential blockage or challenge mid-May through mid-June? You have peaceful among the thorns, okay? And colorless angel. All right, what I'm getting here with peaceful among the thorns is be very careful here, Aquarius, that either you or your partner, okay, it could be individually or it could be together as a couple, that you may be acting as if or giving the impression as if everything is fine and dandy. Everything is good. Everything looks good. We are fine. We are great. And in reality, you're sitting on a thorn and you do not want to say anything. So, whether that's you, Aquarius, or whether that is your partner, there's this energy here of accepting the coexistence of whatever situation, circumstance, event, or energy may be present mid-May through mid-June. What do I mean by that? I mean that even if you are uncomfortable, there's a sense of like, well, you know, I'm just going to either turn a blind eye, which is why this person only has one eye that they're looking at, and this one is like kind of closed here with this little equipment here, okay? Or there could be this sense of people pleasing. So whether it's you, Aquarius, that wants to people please your partner, or your partner people pleasing you in a way where you're not being very honest about what is being felt that is uncomfortable or that is really uncomfortable within your connection. There's this sense of like kind of dealing with the status quo, whatever and however that may be for the both of you. Now, the part here that is a red flag, okay? The part here that needs to be kind of taken a really close really close look at here is why are you, Aquarius, or your partner not sharing whatever it is that is the elephant in the room? You see what I'm saying? Because this is coming across as there could be here an issue, a situation, a circumstance, or event. Maybe it's from the past or recent past, or maybe it's something that comes up within mid-May and mid-June that is like we're just kind of going with the flow, even if we both feel uncomfortable with it, or one person may feel uncomfortable with it and they're just kind of going along with the ride, okay? Or they're going along with the partner, even if they don't agree, just because they want to keep a certain status quo. They want to keep a certain level of peace, but at what expense? You see? So that's what I'm getting here with this card. You also have here colorless angel. Now, what I'm getting here, again, very similar energy to what I was feeling here with the peaceful among the thorns, is feeling numb, okay? Or kind of like, I keep getting the word coasting. It's like we're coasting, all right? So that could be one of you, that could be both of you. It's like there's this energy here where something is the matter, and either one of you is keeping it and not expressing what that may be, or you're just kind of like, well, we've been together this long, let's just keep, turning a blind eye or whatever this is. For others of you, especially if you are in an early connection, okay, this is coming across as you may be feeling uncomfortable with some type of residual energies or feelings from the past or recent past, maybe even a past connection, whether that be the recent past or whether that be way, before. But either one of you or both of you may feel a little bit connected here to that situation, circumstance, or event. And even if you may feel a little bit uncomfortable, it's like you're not wanting to discuss that level of uncomfortability with your partner here mid-May through mid-June. Now, both this person here and the horse right behind it are looking or in the direction of the past or recent past. This person here is looking straight forward. So I feel here there's also here what I'm getting is there's a lack of being present in the connection. Okay, so there could be kind of like, how like some people kind of check out. So I'm getting that kind of checked out feeling here with this colorless angel. So again, there could be here some type of like, sadness. There could be here kind of like just going with the flow. And you have here camel. Let's see what this is about here for you. You have additional messages here. It says, camel, persevere and you will overcome your problems. Yeah, it's coming across as like, of course, like there is something here. But in order to move past, by the way, you have two animals that are about movement. You have a horse here, which is looking at the past or recent past, and you have a camel here that's looking into the future. Okay. So I feel here that there's something that just keeps gnawing or nagging inside. Whoop, there we go. Fire just popped out of the deck here. It says strong emotion, passionate love, or passionate hate. Okay. So listen, that being said, and the fact that fire came out, I wanted to say this to you. Venus right now is in Aries. Venus in Aries has its glows, okay, has its positive points, but also has its points where it's a little bit challenging. Venus in a fire sign may kind of heighten the feeling of being impatient, of having difficulty in thinking about things before saying it. So it's like you say something and then you think about it, or you do something and then you think about it. It could be here like a rush to judgment as well. Okay. Venus and fire could also be this inability to kind of like take things step by step. You kind of just rush into something, whether it's rush of judgment or whether it's rushing and saying something or rushing and doing something and not really taking into account other factors. And so I feel here that there could be here either a strong emotion shared or a strong action shown where either one of you or both of you may feel either hurt or may feel like you need to take a step back from something, but may not easily share or say that you're uncomfortable with either the remark, with the action, with whatever may pop up here mid May through mid June. Okay. For some of you, I'm here getting even like having to like move or talking about another home or moving to another place or moving to another job. There's something here that both of you are not maybe sharing your true feelings about something here, because camel is about movement as well as travel. So there could be here something talking about relocation, whether it be residence, meaning your home, or whether it could be here a relocation having to do with a job, relocating a home, from a home. Okay. It's like one person may feel one way, the other person really isn't as much passionately into whatever this may be. So again, just giving you a heads up on that. Let's find out one last one here, and then we're going to look at the how you can overcome this energy. Okay. So we have here Rose. Yeah, romance is in the air. Yeah, this may affect your connection here. Okay, this may affect the level of the displaying of emotions, of affection, of love languages, okay? Because I'm getting here this kind of like status quo energy, which may eventually affect your connection, okay? The manner in which you express love to each other, or the manner in which you are passionate towards each other, okay? So I feel there's this sense of being a little bit restrictive with that as a potential circumstance, situation, event here, challenge, delay. All right. Let's take a look here at how you and your partner can overcome this energy here. Mid-May through mid-June. After Aquarius, we have Scorpio coming up. So for those of you who are present here, just giving you the heads up. Let's see. All right, let's take a look here. All right, we have here release your ex and very soon. All right, remember that I said here a little while ago that I said that there could be some emotions or experiences that are being held onto. There's this sense here of someone just kind of saying yes, 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 but in reality they feel uncomfortable. And also feeling here with this colorless angel where there is a sense of like a denial here, or kind of like not showing too much emotion here about something. So it's this kind of like we're going with the flow, we're just coasting, but you know, we've been together this long, so why say something? Or this other energy I'm getting, like if I say something, then it's gonna cause a situation, we're gonna get into an argument, and I don't want to deal with it, so I just won't say anything, that type of energy. And this is talking about releasing your ex. Now for some of you, especially if it's at the beginning of a relationship, this could be literally saying that you're very much connected to that past energy, like I mentioned at the top of the reading, right? So for those of you who are in this brand new connection, Aquarius, with your significant other, it says the time has come to clear your energy. Like I said, there's this energy here of whatever may have happened in the past or recent past, kind of you holding on to it or denying that it's still there. Okay, that it's this kind of thing that is, existing within you, and you're trying to make it seem like, okay, everything is good, everything is fine, hunky dory, things are moving forward, I'm very passionate about my partner, everything, I'm seeing everything through rose colored glasses, but it's difficult for you or your partner to move from this energy here of a past connection. For those of you who are in a season connection, this is coming across as being very difficult for you to clear your energy about whatever may have caused the sense of like not wanting to bring up something, or not to talk about the quote unquote elephant in the room, where it's this kind of topic or conversation that it's like, even though I'm uncomfortable, even though I don't like this, that, or the other, I'm going to keep quiet and I'm just going to keep coasting. Right. And so this is talking about, pretty much releasing that energy here. Okay. And being very honest with yourself, and having a discussion very soon about how to create more of an equal playing field here in regards to both of you feeling comfortable instead of just one person. So very soon says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So if you are just saying everything is good and not being very honest about, what may be challenging, what happens here is that your partner keeps thinking everything is fine when it's not. So this is talking about either you, Aquarius, or your partner, to be honest with yourselves and say, listen, I have made a clear decision here on what I want to share with you. And this is truly how I feel. No, I don't feel comfortable about X, Y, and Z. And really standing up or standing in your own power, so to speak. Okay. That being said, let's take a look at how else you can move past this energy. All right, let's see what's coming through for you, Aquarius, and your partner. And you both have here the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Look, there you go. The Fool card, taking a leap forward. Okay, well, how can you do that? Well, the first way that you can do that is getting out of your head. That's for sure. So it's releasing the energy here that I was talking about. Either you, Aquarius, are getting too caught up in your head, or your partner's getting too caught up in your head. But someone here in this connection is acting as if they're okay and they're fine, and they really are not feeling that way. Okay, this is again, potential energy mid-May through mid-June. Okay, now I'm just going to say, Uranus is entering Gemini. When is it entering Gemini? Well, it's entering Gemini in July. Okay, so if this isn't something that comes through now, mid-May through mid-June, this could be popping up in July. So, you heard it first here is what I'm saying. So it's important for you to clear that energy in order for you to be able to move past this, and in order for both of you to lean more into the romance part of your connection. Very soon is clarified here by the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So the quicker you're able to clearly decide when these conversations should take place, or when certain, you being honest with yourself or your partner being honest with you, the quicker you guys are able to do this together, the quicker you're able to be in this Nine of Cups energy, which is you actually feeling fulfilled and your wishes coming true within your connection. So whatever expectations you have here, have them, and then be able to move to the next chapter of your connection, okay, or the next part of your connection to level up within your connection. Okay, so this is talking about, it's going to be very important for you to clearly make a decision about something, and that once that conversation or clear decision is made about, hey, listen, this is truly how I feel about something, about the moving, about this, about that, then you're on a quicker, fast pace path to be able to get to your wish fulfillment as a couple. Let's take a look at your advice here. What is the advice here for Aquarius and their partner? So Aquarius and their partner, what's coming through here? Okay, let's see what's coming through. Advice for you, Aquarius. It says, trust yourself. There you go. Remember that I told you about you standing in your own power, or you and your partner both standing in your own power, right? So together as a couple. It says, you are called to show courage by trusting your own judgment. So the you is plural. So you and your partner are called to show courage by trusting your own judgment. Many voices in life may try to make you doubt your choices, but only you truly understand your genuine desires. Each decision you make is a reflection of self-trust. And remember, for some of you, I was getting here that it's one person in the connection that may feel as if they're not feeling comfortable and they're making it seem as if they are. Remember, it says here, many voices in your life may try to make you doubt your choices, but only you truly understand your genuine desire. And again, that has a lot to do with you voicing what you think and how you feel about something that either you, Aquarius, or your partner may not be feeling too okay about. Okay, so I hope these messages have been insightful, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Up next, we have Scorpio, and then after Scorpio, we have Cancer, and then after Cancer, we have Pisces. Okay, all righty, let's take a look here at putting everything back in the deck. And while I do that, I do want to mention, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who have passed by the live and have dropped either a heart or a hello or a hi. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I greatly appreciate it. Let's continue to work together and make it to another milestone. Up next, we have Scorpio. Scorpio, you are up next. All right. Let's take a look at Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Scorpio may show up on your astrological natal chart, these messages are for you. And today, Scorpio, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what potential what potential obstacles, challenges, or blockages or delays you may be experiencing, you and your partner, mid-May through mid-June. Okay. And I'm also going to take a look at how you can sidestep that energy. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonial, my credentials, scheduling a private recorded reading, learning more about my affordable tier 1, tier 2 memberships on Patreon, or if you're interested in purchasing the drops on my Patreon shop, which, by the way, are $9.99. Take a look down below in the description box. All that information is there for you. All right. That being said, Scorpio, let's take a look at this connection between you and your partner. Now, remember, this could be a seasoned connection. It could also be a connection that you are just starting. So, of course, it could be either way. And of course, I'll share the messages as they come through, whether it's a seasoned connection or a new connection. All right, so let's see what's coming through here for you, Scorpio. Potential blockages or challenges that may be coming in your direction. You have the black flower fragrance and envious gluttony. All right, so black flower fragrance. Okay. I'm getting here, especially if you look at this card here, you see the person's chest exploding, right? And it's exploding with black tourmaline. Okay, so that crystal right there is black tourmaline that's coming out of this person's chest. For some of you here, well, listen, this could be individually and this could be together as a couple. Okay, so take it as it may resonate. But I'm getting here, there could be a lot of emotions here that need to be cleared. There's something that you're holding on to emotionally, maybe, and it's emotion. It's not in your head. It's not you thinking about something. It's you feeling it. Okay, Scorpio? So whether it's you or whether it's your partner or whether it's both of you together, I'm getting there's a lot of emotions that are buried in your heart that one or two things you're either going to share with your partner or your partner is going to share with you, or there may be a situation, circumstance, or event mid-May through mid-June that could create a trigger. And the trigger is going to be finally letting loose or letting out emotions or feelings that are one or two things, either connected to your current connection with your partner, or your partner and you, or you and your partner. Okay, so it's connected to the both of you, or it's connected to a past situation, circumstance, event that will be spoken about or will erupt within your connection mid-May through mid-June. Okay, so take it as that may resonate. But here with this black flower fragrance, okay, I'm also getting here this energy. This could even be like traumas, like childhood trauma. This could be old wounds, okay? Old wounds that could be feeling extra, touchy here, a trigger, something said, something done, and it kind of rumbling. It's like a tumbleweed, because I'm seeing like a tumbleweed clairvoyantly, tumbleweeding into something that erupts into having to talk about something, or it's coming across as an argument. It's not coming across as a conversation, to be honest with you. So there could be here a trigger. Now, what's important to remember is that Venus is in Aries. Okay. So Venus in Aries is that be very careful with triggers, because as much as Venus in Aries is about being proactive and sharing how you feel and passion and all that positive stuff, it also has a shadow side. And the shadow side is impulsivity. The shadow side is being impatient. The shadow side is feeling easily triggered through hot tempers, like tempers flaring. Okay. And so this is how this is coming across, where either your temper may flare or your partner's temper may flare. And that flaring, either individually or together as a couple, may burst into something being exposed or something being shared that maybe shouldn't have been said or shouldn't have been done. Okay. Envious gluttony. Now it's interesting because this came out it's come out so far, I want to say 2 or 3 times in the readings that I've done so far. But in your case here, Scorpio, this is coming across as being very careful that you're not using something as a coping mechanism. Now, the something could be anything, like it could be work, like you're working too much so that you don't need to focus on what is being felt about something here, maybe coming up for you mid-May through mid-June. It could be the way that you're coping with alcohol. It could be the way that you're coping with substance. It could be the way that you're coping with sleeping too much, so you don't want to cope with the repression here, the repressed emotions. But this envious gluttony is coming across as this energy, whether it be yours or your partner's or both of you, where there's a lot of buried or repressed emotions here. So much so that there could be here a trigger mid-May through mid-June that can spark an argument. It can spark that, feelings or those thoughts that were repressed. And I feel it's more emotions. It's coming across that, I'm telling you, it's not coming across as like something that you've been thinking about. And I'm not just saying that because you're a water sign, because Scorpio is, more about that water sign, but that water energy was just emotion, but it is more emotion than anything else, because the black tourmaline is coming through the chest, through the heart chakra. Okay, so this could be something again that someone feels bad. They feel, their feelings were hurt. I'm also getting here, very interesting, jealousy, or this feeling of possession here. As a situation, circumstance, event, or a challenge here. So there could be here maybe even something connected to jealousy or possessiveness here. All right, let's take a look at what else is coming through. And you have here candle. You will be shown the way. Okay, so by taking a moment back, by taking a step back and clearing your mind and clearing your emotions, you will be able to see something a lot clearer. I'm also getting that as intuition. Your intuition is going to be very important here in how you're going to either fix, mend, or repair this, either individually or as a couple. You will be shown the way, and the fact the candle is there is there's this energy of like being very reflective of what the situation, circumstance may be, or how, or if it does happen, how you're going to go back to it. There you go. You have wealth. Okay, wealth. Now, remember, this is talking about the challenge. So wealth being the challenge here is that this situation, circumstance, potential situation, circumstance, or event can create a lot of drama within your connection with your partner and may have you reconsider how much either you want to continue to invest or your partner may want to continue to invest, which is the reason why this is why you have wealth, which is the reason why this is talking about you will be shown the way. In other words, there needs to be here some type of taking a step back and really looking at whatever this may be, should this pop off for you and your partner mid-May through mid-June. So there's this kind of like taking a step back to gather your thoughts, gather your emotions, so that you really kind of consider, how are we going to continue to invest in this connection? And pretty much, are you in a way using something else that's very valuable to you and not using it in moderation, or dealing with it in a more of a moderation type of way? Remember that I said it could be work. For some of you, it's like I'll continue, like I'll focus more on work because it's going to help me cope with this energy. So for some of you, it may be work. For others of you, it's something that you are very much connected to, which is very difficult for you to moderate, or it becomes a challenge at times, and you using that as a way of a coping mechanism. Okay, so that also is coming through here for you. Let's take a, there you go. Whale came out of, actually two cards came out. So you have Whale, great worry over nothing, and you also have here December, which is a Capricorn energy. Okay. So his Capricorn energy, and I want to say it's Pisces. December. Yeah, there's Capricorn energy here. Again, very much connected to Earth and very much connected to Pentacles energy. You have great worry over nothing. Whatever this is, it may, remember that I said, it could be something that just springs out of just like that, like without you even thinking about it or your partner thinking about it. And it could be something very small that can turn into something really big. Okay. That's how this is coming across. This could be something very small that could turn. And remember that I kept telling you, tumbleweed. Was it your sign that I said tumbleweed? So I was getting a tumbleweed. I'm getting tumbleweed here again. If it wasn't you, it is you now. So something small turning into something very big, but it's because of a trigger that hasn't been healed. Interesting. All right, let's take a look here at how you and your partner can overcome this energy. Okay, so it didn't turn over. So if it doesn't turn over, the card doesn't turn over. I just put it back in the deck. There we go. Here we go. New love. Is it one card or two? No, it's one card. Okay, let's take out another one as well. So with new love, it's talking about here a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. It's not, I don't feel that this is so much of a new person as it is turning over a new leaf in this connection. So one way that you can overcome the situation, circumstance, event, or challenge is by turning a new leaf, okay? By, in a way, either accepting an apology or asking for an apology here. I'm also getting reconciliation, reunion, okay? So reconciling or making amends here. I'm definitely getting turning over a new leaf. Burning desire. Flames of passion ignite. By reigniting the passion within your connection. Okay, so igniting the passion within your connection, spending more time together, being able to connect with each other, however that connection and that love language is expressed within your connection. But I'm getting very much so here, especially with new love, a turning over a new leaf. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting that here for you with new love. This person is kneeling down and giving this person a rose. And so I feel there's this sense of either accepting an apology or asking for an apology, or trying to kind of, in a way, fix, mend, or repair something here that may have been found. And look what came out of the deck. Yeah, the Three of Cups, reconciliation and reunion. Sure enough, how can you overcome this blockage or obstacle? By Three of Cups, reconciliation or reunion. So there's that, and it comes right here, right when I was talking about this new love. So for some of you here, asking for an apology, accepting an apology, fixing, mending, or repairing something here within the connection. And last but not least, well, actually, we have one more deck. So burning desire. Let's see what's coming through here with burning desire. And we have here Knight of Wands. Okay, look at that, closing one chapter and opening a new one. You have the World card there. So the Knight of Wands is moving past it, moving past the situation, circumstance, event, mending, fixing, repairing, asking or receiving the apology, fixing, mending, or reestablishing something here, turning over a new leaf, and then moving forward into action. Okay, showing your partner what you need to show them, or your partner showing you what they need to show you, so that both of you are on the same on the same page in regards to the manner in which you are expressing love towards each other. Okay, all right, let's take a look here at what is your advice. So what is the advice here for Scorpio and their partner? All right, let's take a look here. Cosmic pause. Remember that I said taking a step back. I said it here with this one, with candle. So your guys are gonna have to take a step back from this connection and really consider why or what is being said, how is, what is going on here. And sure enough, here you go, cosmic pause. You are being led by the universe to momentarily pause before moving forward. Like, I cannot make this up. See? That's what I was talking about, the energy that I was feeling at the top of your reading. This says, step back. Oh my goodness. Exactly what I was saying with this card. I told you. That's what I'm feeling. Step back, carefully assess each possibility, and ensure your steps are in sync with your destiny's plan. Listen, I don't like to be a negative Nelly, so to speak. But some of you here in this connection may reconsider how this connection is moving forward. Okay? Because yes, new love is about a new slate, a clean slate, but it literally is also talking about a new love. So there could be here, and Three of Cups here, okay? So I'm just saying, but for the most part, for the most part here, I'm getting that you just need to take a moment, take a step back. Take a step back before you take a movement forward. Okay, so there you go. Scorpio, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, or subscribe, and I'll see you soon. All right, so now we have Cancer. Cancer, you are up next. And then after Cancer, we have Pisces, and then we're done with our live. But for those of you who are tuning in and those of you who are here, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty. I hope these channeled messages are insightful and are helping in some way, shape, or form. Remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only, so just remember that. And of course, for those of you who are interested in joining me during the lives that I do for the subscriber only events, all you need to do is join the channel, turn on your notification bell, turn on your alert. So whenever I post new content or when I go on to do a live, you can take part in it. Okay. Now this live, of course, I'm just doing the general overall energies and reading here for the month of mid-May through mid-June. But usually I do come on and clarify messages here on different topics that either I share with you or sometimes topics that some of the current subscribers share with me that they really want me to do a reading on. So if you want to take part in that, feel free to subscribe to the channel, okay? And if you want to see how that looks, you could just take a look at my live section on my playlist, and you can see all the lives I've done and pretty much how I do that, okay? All right, so up next, almost the end here, we have Cancer. Hello, Cancer, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Cancer may show up on your astrological natal chart, these messages are for you and for your partner. Don't forget that if you are interested in finding out other placements on your astrological natal chart, just take a look at the link that I have down below. I have Cafe Astrology. It is a free, totally free, I promise. And by the way, I have no affiliations with Cafe Astrology. But I've used them and they are very accurate. So take a look at that if you're interested in finding out the placements on your astrological natal chart. For those of you such as your Venus, that's very important. So if you want to take a look at that, do that as well. And then come back and then, of course, take a look at other placements on your chart, like your Venus, okay? That being said, for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. For those of you who are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonial, my credentials, take a look down below in the description box. If you're interested in my affordable tier 1 or tier 2 on my Patreon platform, then take a look down below and in the description box. That information is there for you. And if you are interested in purchasing the drops on my Patreon shop for $9.99, you can take a look at that in the Patreon shop, and the link is down below. That being said, today I'm going to be channeling messages here, Cancer, focusing on the potential obstacles, challenges, or blockages that you and your significant other may encounter here within mid-May through mid-June. And then, of course, I'm going to take a look at how you can overcome that energy. All right, let's take a look here at what is coming through for you here, Cancer, and your partner. And you have here masquerade. Masquerade and the child I was meant to be. All right, so first and foremost, masquerade is coming across as this energy of hiding something, not saying something, not talking about something here, okay? There's this sense of like being very much caught into the past and not being able to move past the past. Now, this past could be connected to childhood memories. It could be situations, circumstances, or events that may have happened to you as a child or to your partner as a child that can still be this residual energy that can, in a way, show itself or come across as a challenge, maybe for whatever reason, mid-May through mid-June. Now, it could be maybe something within the connection. Maybe there was a disagreement. Maybe there was an argument. Maybe there's, feeling a little bit more depressed or more reclusive or more of this hermit energy, okay? Because I'm getting that energy kind of like being like a little bit more closed off. And that, of course, could be here because of these just kind of like ideas or memories that are churning in the mind. Now, it could be something connected to this connection, Cancer, or it could be something external that has nothing to do with the connection, but is being felt within the connection, obviously, because as partners, both of you within each other's energy, you kind of, you're exposed to each other's ups and downs, right? So this could be some type of external situation, circumstance, or event. This could be something here that may be coming up. But either way, masquerade is about this energy of, like, in a way, cheating yourself from being able to clear things from the past by not discussing it or not talking about it. It's as if, yes, it's in my mind, yes, it's in my energy fields, but I don't talk about it. I keep it to myself. Okay. So I'm also getting here with the child I was meant to be. Okay. There could be here, like I said, childhood wounds or healing from past situations, circumstances, or events. And sometimes we aren't aware at how profound our connections with um our family as a child can be so impactful in connections when we're older. Okay, so there could be here some type of correlation between whatever may be coming up as a challenge, a delay, or an obstacle in mid-May through mid-June that can be very much similar or can be triggering emotions from childhood or from things that may be parents, situations with parents in the past or recent past, or the family dynamics as well. And maybe that could be here the case as well. There could be some family dynamics here that come into play mid-May through mid-June. That being said, you have bell announcement, okay? Maybe here for some of you, there is the sense of an announcement, something that is being, celebrated or announced, or maybe something here having to do with family, and that creating somewhat of a trigger, especially if you have grown up. And I'm not just saying you, Cancer, but I'm just saying in general, whether it be you or your partner, you may have grown up in a very dysfunctional family, and then all of a sudden, ta-da, there's an event and you're being asked for you and your partner to attend, and you're like stressing about the drama that could happen because of the dysfunctionality between your family members, and you just being kind of stressed out about that energy. And it's like you're going to attend or you're going to go, and this is just an example. You're going to attend and you're going to go, but it's just the mere fact of having to deal with different cast of character type of energies is causing or maybe creating here some type of bringing back that residual trauma or those residual energies that need to be healed or wounds that need to be healed. You have here horse, and it says here short journey. And yeah, for some of you here, there could be some type of maybe even trip. So there could be here a trip that you and your significant other may be going towards. What was that did a little peekaboo? I'm going to take it out because it did a peekaboo. So yeah, so there could be here some type of like going back to where you grew up, where you were born, where you were raised, connecting with someone from the past, maybe even a trip, something here in the month of mid-May through mid-June. And guess what? Look what it says here, Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Yeah, for some of you, this may be connected to work. Okay, there could be here some type of self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs, feeling inadequate about something because you've had this feeling of inadequacy since you were younger or you were a child, whether it be you, Cancer, whether it be your partner. Okay, and there's this sense of like feeling very insecure about something like you did back when you were younger, and that just keeps reoccurring in your mind over and over again. Okay, so and I feel here the short journey is you going back to that idea or back to that vulnerability or self-sabotaging thought or limited belief. Let's take a look here at how you, Cancer, and your partner can overcome these potential blockages here in mid-May through mid-June. And it's so funny because I wasn't saying in the near future, as if this is going to take a little longer. So for some of you, that may be the case. This may be something that may take a little longer to kind of find a resolution or find something that feels comfortable for the both of you. But let's see what's coming through. You have religious factors. Yeah, differences. You have new love. Yeah. There may be just differences of opinion here, okay? In coming up mid-May through mid-June. There could be some differences of opinions or differences in the way that both of you were raised. There could be here some type of like different family cultures, different family values, different there are just vast differences here that may be seen or felt, and it's going to create this kind of like going back to the past or thinking about the past. Okay, and I'm talking about the past, like childhood, like family, like that type of past. Okay, so I feel that family values, core values, traditions may be at play here mid-May through mid-June. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringings and spiritual path. So it might not be religion for all of you, but it's definitely here feeling as if it's something connected to family, traditions, culture, and that being a point of tension here between you and your partner. And the way that you can resolve or move past it is by you both having a conversation about what this is and turning a new leaf or having a new perspective on something here or having some sense of resolution or compromise or compromising as a sort of resolution or solution. Okay, so new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Now, I feel here that this newness, it's new love, meaning reignited passion. So, by you both having the conversation about what those triggers may be or what those deal breakers may be here within your connection, you can find a new compromise or a new solution or resolution on how to cope with this energy over here. Let's take a look at the next set of cards. And then, of course, Cancer, stay all the way to the end because I have some advice here for you. And let's see what's coming through for you and your partner. How can you and your significant other overcome these energies and challenges, potential energies, challenges, and blockages here? Let's see what's coming through. All right, Cancer, and we have here Queen of Cups with Five of Cups. Yeah, the Five of Cups is coming across as this really deep sense of sadness here. So whatever this may be about, it may be causing some sense of great sadness or feeling of loss, or maybe for some of you feeling regret or feeling regretful about something here, okay? Queen of Cups is having the emotional maturity and the emotional intelligence to be able to move past this religious factors or cultural situations or not situations, but cultural differences or these differences in traditions or just differences in belief systems or values to be able to do it in a way that is has the emotional maturity and the emotional intelligence to lead with unconditional love and nurture. Okay, because the Queen of Cups is that energy of nurturing and compassion, and to be able to talk about these things with that sense of nurturing and that sense of compassion here. So, this Queen of Cups here is saying, not only are you moving with or moving towards or making decisions or finding a resolution from your heart based or your emotions, but you're also doing it here with your intuition. What is your inner gut level feeling pulling you towards here? Okay, in regards to moving past this energy over here. That being said, let's take a look at the last deck here for you, Cancer. And then up next, we have Pisces. And then we're done with the readings for today for the couples edition. Okay, let's take a look here, Cancer. What is the advice for you and your significant other? your partner, your significant other, your spouse, your soulmate, however you may title your connection. And you have here grounding. You are being called to solidify your foundation. Again, has a lot to do with the values, with your belief system. You got to be clear on that here in regards to whatever this may be talking about, whether it's external influences or whether it's internal residual energies from a belief system that it's time for you to take a look at. And I say you, when I say you, I mean plural you. Okay. So it's not singular. It's not just you, Cancer. It's you and your partner, to kind of clear that energy. Maybe even look at something from a new point of view or a new perspective with this new love. That being said, grounding says the fluctuations of your mind have unsettled you, but the earth will provide lasting support. Connect your body to the ground and feel the silent strength flowing into you, helping you find your own solid base. Okay, so here I'm showing this to you so that you can see here what that message is here for you. I hope these messages have been insightful, Cancer. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Pisces, and Pisces being our final and last and final sign for this live. All right. For those of you who have or are tuning in to me right now, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. All right. Take a look down below my credentials if you want to learn more about me. All right, and we're going to focus now on the last and final sign, and that is Pisces. All right, Pisces. Final sign here is Pisces. I'm sorry, I'm just writing it here for those of you who may come in while I'm doing the reading, because this is a live. Pisces. All right. Hello, Pisces, and welcome back to my channel. Whether you are a Pisces sun, moon, rising, Venus, or however Pisces may show up on your astrological natal chart, these messages are for you. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what potential obstacles, challenges, or blockages you and your partner may encounter mid-May through mid-June. But we're also taking a look at how you can overcome those obstacles and challenges. Okay, so that being said, let me start off by introducing myself. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonial, my credentials, scheduling a private recorded reading, learning more about my affordable tier 1 or tier 2 memberships on my Patreon platform, or for those of you who are interested in purchasing pick a card readings or drops on my Patreon shop, those are $9.99, and you can take a look at that in my Patreon shop. Okay, that being said, let's take a look here, Pisces. What's coming through for you and your partner? What is the potential blockages, challenges, situations, delays that could potentially be coming up for you and your partner? Now, remember, this is a general reading, so take what may resonate. And of course, this is for also future, right? So you have here anger and chaos, envious and gluttony. This one has come out so much in these readings, but anger and chains. There may be something here. I'm being told, take it out and put it on the table. So there we go. All right. So anger and chains. There may be here a situation, circumstance, or event here mid-May through mid-June that may be very much linked. Now, it's very interesting because I'm getting the same energy as I did for Scorpio, which is very interesting. So I don't know. Some of you may have a partner who is a Scorpio, but or you may have Scorpio somewhere in their placements having to do with connections and love and stuff like that. But anyway, Pisces, I have here anger and chaos, and I'm sorry, anger and chains. I don't know where I got chaos from, but it has anger and chains. And what I'm getting here, in regards to this situation, circumstance, event, challenge, or blockages, the blockage here may be being very caught up in emotions that are about anger, that are about being upset, about not being happy about something. It could be here about jealousy. It could be about possessiveness here, because of envious and gluttony. I'm also getting here the importance of like how pride and ego may take a very big role here in this challenge, in this upcoming potential challenge here for May, mid-May and mid-June. There's something here about pride and ego. I was even going to say arrogance. Wow. Okay, so arrogance, ego, and pride may be at the top here of what you need to be paying attention to in regards to this blockage, potential blockage or obstacle here. You also have envious and gluttony. Envious being, of course, the jealousy, the possessiveness. The gluttony is the inability, I should say, the inability to do something or have moderation over something. It's as if it's difficult to control the moderation here of something, whether this is a coping mechanism, whether it's a substance, whether it's alcohol, whether it's work, whether it's, ego. Okay. Lack of moderation in regards to connecting and being empathic with others. There's something here connected to this energy that potentially, whether it be on your end, Pisces, or on your partner's end, there's a really big X here. And it's very close to this lion. And it's interesting because lion is Leo energy. So for some of you here, again, I'm getting, maybe you have Leo or a fire sign somewhere on your astrological natal chart in other placements. Or maybe your partner. Maybe your partner is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And if that's the case, especially with Venus in Aries right now, and that's going to last all the way through June, there could be here kind of like a flare-up of emotion, a flare-up of being, actually this turned over, so I got to take it out. Yeah, so I'm getting like hot temper. Beetle is here. It says good fortune. Of course, could be, a blessing in disguise as well. But I'm also getting here kind of like learning something from this experience. Whatever this anger, jealousy, possessiveness, it's the letting go of this energy. And by letting it go, it's like both of you are going to be able to bask in the energy of good fortune and success in the connection. And I'm getting here, again, I'll say it again, I'm getting here something having to do with ego and pride. And that being at the forefront here. Look, Fox came out, shrewdness, resourcefulness. There we go. Sorry, guys. I've been channeling messages for quite some time, especially in business. Okay, this could be connected to your careers. Doesn't have to be in love or within your connection. It could be connected to your careers. But Fox is a person who's very sly, okay? Or, look at that. You have broken ring. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. There could be something here, Pisces, happening or connected to work. It doesn't have to be work, but it could be. Whether it's on your end, Pisces, or on your partner's end. Okay, so it could be work related. It could be family related. It could be even, of course, within your connection. But I'm getting here that there's something of emotion stirring in those areas, whether it be career, family, or love, meaning your connection with each other. So it could be internal within the connection or external, but that creating some type of getting upset about something here to the point where you really feel the fracture within your connection, because you have broken ring here. You feel you feel that tense within your connection. And it could be something like external situations, circumstances, or events, or delays or challenges are creating a lot of built or pent up emotions or feelings of anger. And this could be as easily as projecting the anger on someone else that has nothing connected to whatever this situation may be. So for some of you, this situation, this potential energy here of like challenge or obstacle is an external force. So this, like having this tension with the external person, situation, circumstance, or event, having that tension there and then going back home or connecting with your partner, and then something happening here with you and your partner with you, but in reality it didn't stem with you. It was like a projection, right? They're projecting their anger. Either you're projecting your anger on your partner, your partner's projecting their anger on you, and it causes some sense of tension here within your connection. So that's very interesting. You do have good fortune there, so it feels like this may be connected. Remember, fortune is about money. This could be also even money matters. Okay, so it doesn't have to be career, it doesn't have to be job, but it could be financial constraints or financial situations here that may be very difficult. Okay. Or it could be someone at someone's job, whether it would be at your job, Pisces, or your partner's job, that does something and it really sets you or your partner off, and it's just difficult for you to let go of those emotions because it's about your money. You see what I'm saying? It's jeopardizing your money, or it's jeopardizing your reputation. So let's see how you can overcome these challenges or blockages here together as a couple. So you have here reconciliation and codependency. Remember that I was just talking to you about this envious gluttony, the lack of moderation here at something, maybe even jealousy or being possessive. And codependency, in order for codependency to exist, you need two people to be on that same energy. So you need one person that does something and the other person is dependent on the other person. So you see what I'm saying? So codependency is here. This is talking about how can you move past it by one of you kind of in a way nipping in the bud this type of codependency that may be happening here. For others of you, if this is individual, it's either you stopping, ending, or creating a pause here with whatever it is that you're using as a coping mechanism to not address something that is being repressed or something that's being felt. So here, interesting, because I did mention alcohol, I mentioned substances, I mentioned, it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So in order for you to get past a certain situation, circumstance, or event, it's the leaving behind of either an old pattern of behavior, leaving behind a vice, leaving behind something that is being used as a coping mechanism that really isn't very positive, because what it's doing is that it's causing a sense of dependency or obsession with either that thing, that situation, that coping mechanism, and it's not creating here a harmonious type of energy within the connection. Reconciliation, it says someone from your past is returning to your life. Again, this could be a past situation, circumstance, or event that could be causing this type of energy. But remember, reconciliation is the mending, fixing, and repairing of something within your connection. Now, for some of you, it is mending, fixing, or repairing something within the connection, meaning both of you repairing that. For others of you is external, so something externally, maybe your job, your family, your finances, okay? Fixing, mending, repairing that, finding a solution with that so that there is this harmonious energy. But for others of you, listen carefully. For others of you, this is talking about you really fixing, mending, or repairing this addiction, obsession, or lack of moderation that you may have going on in your life, in your life that could be affecting your connection. Now, whether this is you, Pisces, or whether this is your partner. So if it's your partner, it's your partner needing to fix, mend, or repair the codependent behavior here on something that is difficult for them to break. Okay, it's it's an unhealthy habit, or it's a habit that's not very positive. For others of you here, this is talking about you keeping in mind that only you can break the cycle of dependency here. If this is you, or if this is someone else, in regards to, again, using negative things or not to positive things to cope with your emotions here, repressed emotions. So, yeah, interesting. All right, you have here the World. And interesting, I'm getting this message like this is a card that's meant for you. I don't need to take out another one. Like I have been in other reading and for the other signs. The World card is closing a cycle, closing a chapter. So, you and your partner closing the chapter or closing the cycle of dependency on something that is not healthy, okay? Whether it be patterns of behavior within the connection, how you treat each other when you're angry or when you're upset, how you may be allowing your pride or your ego to get in the way of your connection or your partnership, whether it's, a clean slate type of energy here with reconciliation, closing the chapter of whatever was done, said in a moment of heat and moment of heated argument. Okay. So in a moment of anger. So, fixing, mending, repairing that, and opening a new chapter of a clean slate type of energy. So making sure that both of you are focusing on the fixing, mending, or repairing of whatever this may be, so that you can concentrate on mending, fixing, and repairing your connection and letting go of whatever either addictions or whatever sense of lack of moderation there may be here, whether it be patterns of behavior or whether it be coping mechanisms, okay, that are not being conducive to a healthy connection. That being said, let's take a look at your last and final card, and this is your advice. So what is the advice here for Pisces? What is the advice here for Pisces? Ooh, open up. Do not fear. It says, do not fear to feel the emotions and the intentions of others. See, I was talking about here that codependent behavior or that codependent energy that I've been getting here. It says, you are being called to embrace the goodwill of those around you, for only in trust can the deeper beauty of life reveal itself. When you release fear, there you go. When you release fear, when you release anger, when you release ego, when you release pride, when you release jealousy or that sense of possessiveness, or when you release that kind of dependency on something that's not healthy, there you go. That's what it's talking about here. You're being called to embrace the goodwill of those around you, for only in trust can a deeper beauty of life reveal itself. When you release fear and all the things I just mentioned, and doubt, and accept the care of others, the universe will respond in unexpected ways, leading you toward a richer life experience. So, allowing yourself to open up to a new cycle. But in order to open up to a new cycle, you need to close a cycle that is kind of like being repetitive over and over again. Pisces, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget. Oh, actually, let me do this so you guys could see it. Don't forget. So Pisces, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. I hope that these messages have been insightful, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.